Tapped in exclusive. We are the internet.
Y'all know what the
bitch.
fuck going on.
All right, we're with the real Erica Banks at the real Erica Banks. Erica Banks is all you have to know by now, made famous by TikTok, as we all know. But I want to talk to you about like where you come from, right? Because we were just saying like you come from DeSoto,
Right.
Texas.
Right.
What was that like, just growing up there?
It was very suburban, you know. I pretty much did all the at school activities like dance, cheer, volleyball, whatever they
Damn.
had going on. I was always doing something. I
You're
wanted
like
to stay
sporty
active.
though, like
I wasn't the sportiest girl on the team.
no, but you played sports.
Oh yeah, I played
Yeah.
sports. I was always doing something. I just like the whole limelight idea. So that's kind of how it started. It started young.
Like, were you so in volleyball? What position were you?
Middle front.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
Center stage.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So you
Volleyball
really-
was easy though. It's nothing but hitting the ball over the.
Hey, that's a team though. You have to make it, right?
You do. You do.
get cut.
You will get cut.
You cannot make the team.
And you can be on the side. Yeah.
Exactly. You could be like not number one on that team.
Yeah.
So to get on there and that's still winning,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. As
That's
long as you make the
crazy.
team.
And cheerleading.
Cheerleading, drill team,
Damn.
everything they had.
So you were already doing all kinds of shit.
Oh yeah.
And was
Yeah.
that what age was this?
This was like middle school through high school. So this was like 12 to 16.
12 to 16. And then younger than that, when did you start? Because I know I had read that you did poetry.
Mm-hmm.
How young were you when you were like writing and shit?
I was writing when I was like 7. That was like second grade.
Damn.
You start learning how to write stories and stuff in second
Yeah,
grade.
yeah. You start kind of learning to put it
Yeah,
together.
so that was the time for me.
But you were doing poetry,
Right.
right?
Right.
Which is a little different than just writing a story.
Right. You just
know,
got a little rhyme scheme.
It's a little more. It's a little more creative, I think.
Right. That's
It's
the
harder
word. That's the word.
than just being like A to B. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
And doing that, like how, like what were you writing about? Like just
I would write about how I felt. I would write about things that I liked, things that I had maybe did that day, and just make it rhyme. Whatever was on my mind.
just
know?
like letting it go.
Yeah.
Did
But
you
it was always
like-
creative.
Was it ever like over beats and shit, or was it just poetry?
No, it was just poetry. Because
Wow.
that's all they taught us in school. So
Yeah,
it was
right,
strictly
right.
that.
Did you ever think like how old were you when you thought like I could probably write a song?
I was in
come
6th
later?
grade. I was
Oh
like 12.
damn! So that was still really young.
Yeah.
What do you remember? What you wrote? Like, do you still have that somewhere?
My mom actually still has the notebook from when I was in 6th grade.
No fucking.
It sounds crazy when I read it now, but
Yeah, I was
my
about
mom
to
still
say.
has it. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Today, looking back, especially now,
Yeah.
after you've like done all this shit,
Right.
to look back at that and be like, this was the first step.
It's crazy.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
It's so
that's
crazy. Oh my god! Like I
Yeah.
got the date and everything in it. I wish I had it. I should have brought it.
That's what I was gonna say. That'd be a
Mm-hmm.
sick thing to fucking post. That's crazy.
I'm gonna post it as soon as I find it. I'm gonna have my mama
Please.
find it.
Yeah, I want to see that shit. It's probably really cool.
It
'Cause
is.
To
It
look
is.
back and reflect on how that thing that probably didn't really matter at the time, it mattered. It was as important as it was to you at the moment.
Right.
But you ended up doing a whole bunch of shit before you started making music.
Yeah.
Like at this level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we'll get to that too. But so you're in school, drill team, volleyball, sports, all that shit, writing poetry.
Mm-hmm.
You start making songs at 12?
I didn't start making songs at 12. I was just writing songs at 12.
Writing songs, okay.
Yeah, I didn't record a song for the first time till I was 20.
Damn. So it
Yeah.
was like between 12 and 20, before you actually start recording music, what were you doing? Like you were in school. Did you work some
Yeah.
regular jobs at some point?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
what were
yeah.
some of your regular jobs?
I worked at Agassi. It was a clothing store in the mall. I worked at Bath and Body Works. I worked at Journeys. It was always a retail store. I always did
stores,
retail, yeah.
Yeah.
So I kept a retail job.
Did you ever think like, because I think I read that you went to like Texas A&M or some shit,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that wasn't, you never thought retail was the end. Like you was going to be in retail forever.
Hell no.
Yeah.
No,
So
I
what-
never thought that.
What were you working on?
I was going to school for nursing, to be a nurse. So I was in the nursing school.
Nursing.
Yeah.
How did you figure that out? Like, how did you know you wanted to be a nurse? Like that's a crazy profession.
I didn't know. I didn't know if I wanted to be a nurse or not. I was really just doing it because my dad's a nurse and I thought it was cool and I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I was like, well, I'm going to just try this out. But I ain't want to do it. I
You didn't
figured out a
really-
year later I ain't want to do
You're
it.
like, my heart is not.
Yeah, it's
in this
not
shit.
there.
Especially now, like with
Yeah.
COVID and shit.
Nah,
being a
I'm
nurse
good. I'm
is
so good.
Awful.
Nah, they
Yeah.
got it.
And the hours they work.
Yeah, like you
crazy.
can't wear nails. It's like it's crazy.
Oh yeah, you can't. Oh
nah, they lost me right there.
shit. That was it for you. You're
That
like,
was
damn,
it.
can't have my
Like,
nails.
nah.
I can't. Yeah, no, fuck that. That's amazing. So your pops was actually, he worked as a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Now what about your mom? Was she home or what was she doing?
She was working too. Not from home, but she was working. She's still working. And her whole thing was, well, she was sad when I left school. Like she cried for like days.
It always
and-
breaks a mother's heart. You know what I'm saying?
She's great now though.
Yeah, no.
If you call her,
now,
you know?
now she's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, she loves how everything's
Yeah.
going. Really, both of them, they've always been supportive. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I mean, you've done, I feel like your career is like amazing compared to what a lot of people have been able to accomplish.
yeah.
So, which I want to get into as well. But so you did you have siblings and shit? You got siblings right now? You got
Yeah.
brothers, sisters? What? How many siblings do you have?
I have two brothers. I have an older brother and I have a younger brother. I'm the only girl.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
You're the only girl.
yeah.
That's great. So what's your relationship like with them?
Oh, close, super close. I
Yeah.
see him every time I go home. I talk to him often. You
What
know,
a-
they'll probably be watching this or listening to this, I'm sure.
That's sick. What do they do? Are they in music and shit or no?
My little brother who's 16, he's still in high school, and then my older brother is a firefighter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, you have a firefighter, a nurse?
Right.
That's crazy. You're like that's a great family.
Yeah.
That's great. So you come from a really good family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah,
And so
absolutely.
like what was their reaction to you thinking like music is your thing? Like what was that like dealing with them?
They thought I was crazy.
Like what? No,
yeah,
like
they thought I
that's-
was joking. They thought,
Wow.
yeah, they was like, what? Nah, what do you really want to do? And I was like, I want to rap.
music, yeah.
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 So, but they started to believe, once they saw me gaining fans as fast as I was, then it
Yeah.
became believable.
Right.
So from that point, it was just like, all right, well,
Yeah.
it seemed like it is working.
That's true.
So,
That's
yeah.
true. Well, I mean, I feel like if you're like a casual fan and you don't know the whole like Erica Banks story, like you've been making music for a while. This shit wasn't like overnight.
Nah.
Yeah, I feel like some people, if you don't know the story, then it's impossible to see like where you came from.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I want you to actually like walk us through that story because it was 2017 or 18 you dropped your first project. Or your first singles started
This
coming
was
out.
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
So what was your journey to that single?
Well, I was always putting out my own music by myself.
Yeah,
So I was just put it out when I was ready. So
SoundCloud or some shit. or
yeah, I was
where'd you
heavy
put
on
it?
SoundCloud. I started off with a lot of freestyles. I didn't start off with just projects.
Right.
And then maybe after the third freestyle, I pull out my first project, Art of the Hustle. That's
Yeah.
2019.
That was I thought that was 18.
Nah, that's
Am I
2019.
crazy? All right, so it was 19.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
I dropped 2 more projects after that. I think I did 3 projects in a year, I think.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you're very prolific.
Yeah. People was just asking. It was always asking for more music, and I was like,
Right.
bet. So that's
Now-
how I started.
Where were you recording all this shit?
I started off in a studio in Dallas. It's not too far from Oak Cliff.
Okay.
It's called Digital University Studios.
Okay.
I recorded there.
Were you staying in Dallas at the time?
I was staying in DeSoto.
Oh, so
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah.
how far is DeSoto from Dallas?
Like 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
so Dallas is like the biggest city near DeSoto.
Right,
Gotcha.
right. So it's like cities inside of Dallas, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure it does. We've talked to a lot of Texas rappers,
Yeah.
and they've told us like, a lot of them love Houston and shit. We've talked to people from like
We love
Waco.
Houston.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people. A lot of people love Houston and Dallas. I've heard good things.
I'm
You
not
don't like-
crazy
you don't
about
like
Dallas. But maybe it's because I'm from there. That's all I know.
Exactly.
So
It's old to you. It's
that's,
boring.
yeah, that's what it is.
You've been there. You've done all this. You've eaten all the food.
It's nothing, yeah,
It's all the
crazy going
same
on
shit.
to me. Yeah.
So you're in Dallas recording at the time. This
Mm-hmm.
like 2019 when you drop in all the projects.
Right.
So were you working with any other rappers at that time? Were there any other people kind of like helping you get your flow together, get these projects together, or was it just you?
I don't think I was working with any artists at that time. At that time, it was just strictly me. That was my main focus. I was just focused on, putting my music out. Max, who engineered me at the time,
Right.
he pretty much helped me with all the projects.
Like produce shit too?
Nah,
Like
not
beats?
produce. He did the engineering part, so he would just record, mix. Producers
have a
I
good
was,
one.
yeah, producers
Yeah.
I was working with early on were Dodo, Sergeant J, off top, just them.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking about who was really in the studio.
They
with
were
me.
there, yeah.
So yeah, it was really just us three. It was always a small crew with me. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's sick. And so did they get to kind of like see the progression?
Oh
of your
yeah,
shit? They're like, damn, your shit's like,
yeah. Like they
Your
still
shit's
around.
good,
Like
yeah.
yeah.
yeah, because that's the thing is like in those early stages, you know how great you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's about like getting other people to recognize and appreciate and kind of like fan out over how great you are. Right? So it's like to watch somebody, like to know somebody in that stage and then see them fucking blow up is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, that's a crazy process. But it's even crazier being that person. You know
Yes,
what
it
I'm
is.
saying? So it's like,
it is.
when did you see like your life kind of changing? Like, was it off the Bust It song, or was it like at what point did you see like you're kind of like blowing up at this rate?
It was definitely when the Busted Challenge went viral.
Right.
Everything started moving super fast. Like everything, numbers, bookings, dates, just
Yeah.
everything. You know, it was an exciting time for me. It's
Yeah.
still going. Like I'm still living in that. You know.
Yeah, no,
So,
that's brand new.
yeah. It's
like, that's-
super new.
People move on so fucking
No,
quick today, but that shit's new.
I'm living in this moment
yeah,
still.
that shit's new. Like,
Yeah. So that's
Damn.
probably the biggest thing for me.
yeah. Now did you have management at that time, or did you have a team with you, or was it just you and your producers and your engineer?
Nah, I was actually already with Warner when that happened. That happened the top of this year in January.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I had 1501 already, and I had Warner, so we all got to experience that together.
How did that come together though? Like 1501 and Warner, was it off the strength of that project you had come out with before?
It was actually from Busted.
That was what it came
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
everybody saw the potential.
Yeah, Busted had
Yeah.
already been out.
That was
year,
already,
so,
yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, that's so fucking crazy.
yeah.
Did you see it when you made that fucking song? Did you know like, this is the one?
Nah, I didn't like it.
Oh,
I wasn't going to put it out.
you weren't gonna put it out?
Nah, I was like, we not putting this out. It's
I
just
feel like
not it.
everybody fucking says this to us.
Yeah.
Every song that like comes out that like carries them to a certain point, they're like, nah, that wasn't it. And I'm
I
like,
didn't
what?
like it. Nah.
Okay, what about the producer, the engineer? Did anybody around you say this is the one?
Everybody else said that. They loved it. Yeah. Everybody was like, you tripping.
Is that like a critical thing, like where you like critique yourself and you just like, yeah, that's not it? Is it because you're like are you like harsh on yourself?
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't good enough.
But do you feel like that about every song? Like, are you critical when you're like making shit?
I mean, I'm critical when I'm making shit, but I don't feel like that about every song. I don't
Right.
feel like every song is not it.
Right.
I just feel like that song wasn't it.
That's so like how did you feel like when it took off? Like especially in January.
I started to love it actually.
Now you're like, this is my favorite song.
Yeah, it was my favorite song all of January.
What was the first like moment like that you knew this was cracking though? Did somebody send it to you like, hey, this person just did the challenge? Like or was it this person? Like how did you
It was so many crazy people that did it. I can't
Right.
even point out one person because
Right.
so many people surprised me.
Yeah.
But I guess just seeing the challenge get as far as it did,
Right.
because we got over 1 billion videos at one point. So
it's well over. I think it's over like 3 billion. At
yeah,
this
we're
point.
somewhere around there now.
There's so many people that did that shit.
Yeah, so
Incredible.
that's what shocked me the most. I can't even count to 1 billion. So I just
No,
you know,
of course not. Yeah, it's crazy.
it's just a big number.
Yeah. And that's kind of amazing that you're able to do that. Think about like last year with COVID and shit, everything was locked down. People are stuck in their fucking houses, all that
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you have like a club banger when in fucking LA there's no clubs. Like
Right.
open at the time.
Right.
Right? But people fucking wanted that shit.
Yes.
They needed that shit.
They wanted it so bad. I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
it's all good.
And it came. Yeah. Well, now everybody
Yeah.
can enjoy it in the proper setting.
Right.
But even in a car, like that shit goes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just any kind of bass you could get, and like it's just perfect. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like especially as a banger. And you made a lot of those too. I feel
Yeah.
like it could have been, if you listen to the project, it could have been anyone. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that too.
A lot of those songs, a lot of the ways that you've like your flow, especially like any song could really hit off that project. I feel,
Right.
and that's probably why you're like, I don't know if this is the one.
That's how I feel. I
'Cause you
feel
had
like,
that-
well, maybe this one is it.
Yeah. What did you think was it off that project?
I thought Tooth that was it.
That makes
I
sense.
thought that was the it song.
Yeah. Damn, that's fucking crazy,
Yeah.
man. Well, I want to make sure before we do this thing called the tapped in wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So we have you spin a wheel and we just do a bunch of like goofy shit.
Okay.
I'll show it to you right now. Hold on. All right, this is the wheel. You
Okay.
basically spin it. You get 3 spins. It's got a bunch of different shit on it. It's got like, would you rather, top 3 dead or alive, all that type of shit.
Okay.
So you spin that 3 times and we'll see what you get.
Okay. Hold on.
Make sure the camera gets that shit. Hold on. What'd she get? Would you rather? All right, cool. All right, here we go. Would you rather get 10 million in cash? All right, 10 million cash, no strings attached, nothing. 10 million cash, or a chance to pick any artist of your dreams, dead or alive, and collaborate.
The 10 million.
Cash. That's exactly what I would take too.
Yeah. I can buy the feature with the money.
Yeah, I could buy any feature I want. That's what I'm saying. Well, no, because I've had some people be like, oh man, like if I could collaborate with like Michael Jackson or some shit, like I would take that. That's priceless. But fuck it.
Nah,
10 million in cash.
I'm not taking
There's
the
people,
Michael
yeah.
Jackson feature.
Yeah. No. All right, you get another spin. Go for it. That's the best. Perfect answer. Ooh. Top 3 dead or alive.
Oh, Nicki Minaj,
Nicki Minaj.
Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj.
That's what damn.
Yeah,
2 Nicki Minaj's.
2 Nicki Minaj's.
Damn, that's amazing. Yo. Nicki Minaj, and Missy Elliott. That's great. All right. You get another
Beautiful.
spin. Truth or shot? Damn. All right. You got the Kool-Aid. You got the Kool-Aid ready. Okay. So, you can answer this or take a shot of Kool-Aid or do both. All right. What is the weirdest or wildest DM that you've gotten?
The weirdest or the wildest?
Yeah, it could be both. You could take your phone out and read it off your
I'm
phone.
gonna take a shot.
Take the shot.
Okay.
Unless you want a real shot. We can give you a real shot of Hennessy. Get her a cup.
Yeah, I want the real shot. Let's
Get,
do it.
all right.
I spun it 3 times. That was 3 times.
That was 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you good. Yeah. Yeah, you can spin it
I kind
again.
of did.
That's so funny.
All right.
So you're telling me the DMs are that crazy?
They once were.
That you won't read.
They once were. You know when Busted first came out?
That's what I'm saying. It must have been crazy. Because we had, I don't know, who was it? I feel like we had someone else come in here and we asked them that question and they started laughing and they took their phone out and showed us. Because they were like, you're not going to believe me. Like they had like some troll in their DM that was just like trying to like bully them into dropping their project or some shit.
Oh, I get that a lot.
Saying crazy
they say,
shit.
Yeah, they say like crazy shit.
Crazy shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
why are they so mad?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like who hurt this
I
person?
have a lot of those.
Oh my God.
I just let them have at it.
Yeah, fuck it,
just-
right?
I just-
So yeah, I want to get back to the project. So making that project, I mean, what was the process like for you? Because did you make it in because you I think it was 2020, right? When it
Yeah.
dropped. So making that, what was that like for you? Were you making that during COVID or was it before COVID? Or
I made that during COVID, actually. It's probably when it had just started.
like yeah,
So, yeah, everything was closed down. I had nothing but time to record anyway. I had just signed with 1501, so I was putting together my project to put out with them.
yeah.
And yeah, it was a cool process. It didn't take long. It probably took me all of 2 months. And we put it out in the summertime.
So that was, but that wasn't. That's the project that landed you on Warner.
Right.
So 1501, how did that come to be?
That happened crazy. Carl, who's the CEO of the label, was on live, and he was having people submit their music, and he would give his feedback on live. So I submitted Bust It. He listened to it on live. He liked the song. And then,
No
like 2
fucking
weeks
way.
after that, he reached out to me in regards to signing.
That was Instagram Live.
Yeah,
Holy shit. So that came together from Instagram Live, you and the CEO.
right.
And that was it.
That was
Just
it.
straight. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So did they reach out to you through DM and they're like, hey, we want to talk?
Yeah, he was like, are you signed? I was like, nah. He's like, okay, well, can you and your people come out here, next weekend? I was like, yeah. And me and my mom and dad went. We met them. And we came
The
back
three of
another
you went
weekend.
together?
Yeah.
So sick.
And we signed.
was that the moment your mom's like, it's
That was the
happening?
moment. That was the moment. And they were just super excited. They just knew, from there, it could just go up. So
Was that like, what can you describe that feeling? Like what it was like?
it was unreal for me. It was like, finally.
Right.
That's what I felt like. Finally, I feel like this should have been happened. I really
Right.
felt like that.
No, yeah. Well, you have to, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you got to know that you have that shit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but I was also glad that I was patient,
Right.
So I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah. Is that kind of your best advice for like young artists, like just to have that patience?
Yeah, most
Just-
definitely. You
just
have to.
Keep doing your shit and
You have to. Otherwise, you'll
patient.
get frustrated. Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you have a lot of fans that also, want to be artists and shit like that
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So you're an inspiration to even those people.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
Think
I
about
try
how
to be
many-
though.
How many of them work in retail? How many of them are nurses right now? How many of them are firefighters
Exactly.
that don't want to be
Exactly.
and don't know that?
That used to be me.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I love that shit. It's cool to like see people triumph
Yep.
over everything. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it becomes real to your mom and dad at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how does Warner happen? What?
Warner was kind of a surprise to me. 1501 just kind of presented it to me like, hey, Warner's interested. We want you to get to know them. Let's meet, let's sit down, let's talk. I got to know them. They were super nice, super sweet, very professional.
Yeah.
And I decided to move forward. So, I went with Warner, and ever since then, everything's been going great. So.
Damn. And so do you have anything like cooking right now that you can talk about? Are you like working on another project right now?
Absolutely. I have my single Designer that's coming
Right.
out. I'm excited about that. My label's excited about that. I also have the project following that. So everything is coming soon.
Do you have is there a name for your project yet, or you can't talk about that?
I haven't even got to the name. I have a couple of ideas, but I haven't picked it and said this is the one.
Do you want to throw the ideas out?
Absolutely
And we
not.
can talk about we can give you feedback.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Off the mic and shit. We'll talk about it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's amazing. So you got a project on the way potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Got video and a single.
Right.
And you've been just working. You told me like LA, fucking Houston,
Yeah.
fucking Miami.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? You just doing performances and all that shit, or
So
appearances?
this particular weekend, it's my birthday.
Yes.
So I'm moving around for my birthday.
Yes. Happy
It's a birthday
birthday.
move. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
But before that, I was moving around in Cleveland. Then I went to LA. Then I went to Atlanta. Then I came back here. So before this week, I was really moving around, just working and networking and meeting new people and
Yeah.
just moving around.
Have you been like, has it all been appearances and performances, or has it been like making music and shit?
Really everything. It's been
Everything.
recording. It's been shows. It's been hostings. It's been interviews. Really everything.
How has it been? Because you've performed your music now.
Right.
So how has that been?
It's always fun.
Do you
I
like
always
that
enjoy
part
performing.
of like the job? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you like performing?
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite things.
That's your favorite thing?
Yeah.
Above making music.
Right.
Yeah, it's performing that shit.
Right.
Has
right.
the seeing, because you got to see people literally react to your music online and shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But to see it in person, has that been just a whole different fucking experience?
It's always different and crazy, you
Right.
know, when it's an audience.
Right.
Because you can really feel people's energy, and, they get excited, and it makes you excited.
Right.
And, so just the energy is always the best thing for me.
Yeah. No, I mean it's to me it's like you got like 3 billion fucking views. You got all these
Yeah.
eyeballs on you, and
Right.
that's a crazy feeling.
Right.
But to be in a place that has like 5,000 people, 2,000 people in person, that's a fucking different vibe.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. That energy's all there for you.
Yes, that's the
So-
crazy part about it.
Yeah, that must be fucking amazing. That's a good
is.
feeling. Yeah. Especially after like a year of people being fucking locked inside and shit. They get to come outside and have fun.
They outside. Damn. For sure.
That's fucking sick. I always like to say, like, you know, because DeSoto, Texas, right,
Mm-hmm.
is one of those places that I don't know if everybody that watches our show has been there, right? So if there's something you could tell people about DeSoto that's cool, unique, some fucking place you like to eat, some shit, what would you tell them?
My favorite thing about DeSoto is the chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Do you have a spot, though?
Henderson's.
Henderson Chicken.
Henderson chicken. If
And
you're from Dallas or DeSoto, you definitely know about
you,
Henderson's.
you've been there.
Yeah.
All
Like
right,
I
so-
don't go home without going to Henderson's.
What's the, like, Erica Banks meal? Like, what would you get?
You know what? I'm so all over the place. I eat everything. So, but if we just gonna throw it together, we're gonna
Yeah.
throw in some crab legs. We're definitely gonna throw that in. It's not gonna go together, so we're gonna throw in some tacos, street tacos.
Ooh, street taco.
See
What
what I'm
kind of?
saying? Ooh, barbacoa.
Oh, shit.
You know?
I'm fucking hungry now.
And some Hennessy and we're good.
Oh, shit.
That's all it takes.
That's a sick meal.
That's fine.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had some good food here in LA?
Surprisingly, yes, this
What-
trip.
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah.
It's
I
normally
feel
disgusting.
you. Compared to
Compared
Dallas
to
and
yeah, it's just
What would you eat while you're here?
today I had some Korean barbecue.
Okay.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yesterday I had a seafood boil. It was
Ooh.
good.
Where'd you go?
Forgot. But it was good.
What do you say? Boiling crab.
Why
Boiling
do I keep
crab.
forgetting that?
It's
Yeah,
cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
Boiling crab is did you go to K-Town or I think it's K-Town, right? Yeah. K-Town.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
It was good.
Boiling crab.
I
You
would
liked
go
it?
back. Hell yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Now
definitely.
Henderson's, that's what you'd recommend?
That's what I recommend in Dallas, yes.
In Dallas. Okay, cool. Now, I'm trying to think, what's something that like you just want people to know about you? Like, what's something that you may have never ever fucking talked about that you want people to know, or maybe like a talent or some shit?
I always say I hate this question in interviews because
Oh,
I
you hate
never
this-
know how to answer it.
Because you don't know. Well, okay. How about this? I'll put it to you this way: is there something that you personally think you want people to know? You don't have to say a talent or something, but just something about you. You know?
Nah.
No,
I feel like they know everything.
they know everything.
I feel like if it was something I wanted them to know, I would have said it by now.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
actually a good answer. I
Yeah.
respect that answer. That's sick.
Straight up.
Hell yeah. No, I like that. Now, is there any date on when your single's coming out?
We do not have a date.
No date yet?
We just know it's around the corner.
It's around the corner. I respect that
It's
answer.
not too far. It's not too close.
That's a good fucking answer. That's a great answer. Man, listen, Erica Banks, it's been amazing. I'm so glad we got to have you on the show.
I'm so glad y'all had me.
I really want to make sure everybody continues to tap in with you. The best way to tap in with you would be like Instagram, right? It's the best way to stay
Yes.
tapped in.
Yes.
And that's where you'll be telling everybody when your singles are coming out and all
Right.
that shit and where you're going to be, all that.
Yes.
And then this weekend, this will be coming out Friday, but I know you got something to promote maybe Saturday,
Saturday.
right?
Yes.
You guys going to be, where you going to be Saturday? Houston.
Yeah.
Club Space
Yes.
in Houston.
Yes.
And that's a birthday celebration.
Yes.
So everybody has to pull up to that.
Yes.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Man, that's awesome. We would if we could, man. That's crazy.
I know it's all good.
I hope you have some fucking great birthday fun. We'll make sure we get you some bottles and shit like that.
That would
So
be great.
yeah, well, for sure. And we're looking forward to all the shit you got coming out.
Thank you
For
so
sure, man.
much.
Thank you so much. And thank you guys for tapping in. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell. We're tapping out.
Period.
Back on that X. 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 Back on that X.